Hey, it's a 1979 motobecane Nomad Sprint. This bike is actually very interesting to me. I normally don't deal with French bikes because of the old compatibility issues, the way they did their threadings and such. But this bike, like many bikes, anyway, let me just go over the bike first. That's probably what you want to see. Nomad Sprint, this was the lilac color. Lilac, it's kind of a cool, still looks pretty good. 53 centimeter. As far as I can tell, it's all original. It doesn't match quite up on the catalog, but let me go over. Built with 2040 steel in France, motobecane lugs. Somehow the motobecane decal went missing on this one, or never was there, I'm not sure which. It does have the head badge. And the made in France decal is still there. It also has Weinmann 750 brakes, which I've dialed in pretty well. Look at that snapback. It does have turkey levers. I took those off. Suicide levers, turkey wings. Rigida Chromex hubs. You can see that, made in France. These were in really bad shape. I did some work on them. Could possibly do more. Oh, sorry. The front hub is actually Atom, made in France, stamp 281. Catalog called for Shimano on both hubs, but I repacked that hub, spin it nicely. The rear hub does say Shimano, and it's this is part of what's neat about this bike. It's actually what I think is a 400 freehub. A very different design, and I've got another video showing you when I took it apart how it looked. But anyway, you see that nice. I repacked that, I think I just mentioned it. Shimano RS rear derailleur, which was paired with an unusual altus front and selectra crankset. What's unusual about this selectra was only made a few years. It comes off with, you don't need a puller. You just undo these and it pops right off. And the interesting thing about the freewheel is the hub's built on the outside, as I'll show you, at least on the crank side. So this is a 6-speed freewheel. Still spinning on there. I repacked both hubs, because that's always a really, I think, important part of getting these dialed in. It's got the motobecane tour seat. It does have a few nicks in it. That selectra, the original pedals with some kind of toe clip that appears to be designed without a strap. I think that's it on the parts. I have the suicide wings, turkey levers, and the original reflectors I took off because I trued the wheels. Pie plate that was kind of broken. So yeah, I've totally redone it. The wheels are trued, hubs repacked, took apart the freewheel, took apart the crank, cleaned all that, re-greased everything. The seat does move up and down. You want to be careful. I've been putting oil on there to get it to move. I rewrapped this. I put 2 new tires on. These are 27-inch wheels. So it's ready to go. Can't remember what the Vitus maybe on the World. I can't remember what the... But a very nice original example. The Nomad Sprint wasn't any kind of race model by any means, but this would be great for just everyday use. Also, it'd probably be great for someone who likes motos and wants an original spec catalog Nomad Sprint that's still in really good shape, I'd say, overall. And finally, just the story behind it. Like many bikes, it sounds like it was purchased by the original owner, ridden a few times, sat in the basement for years and decades. He apparently tried to give it away with a free sign, no takers. And then one of my neighbors who knew I was into old bikes just brought it without even asking me and left it here in my yard. where it sat for a few days, I thought if someone really needed it, they would just take it themselves, but it needed a lot of work. But now, you know, bring these bikes back, to think about a 33-year-old bike, you know, being totally roadworthy, I think is pretty cool. Nomade Sprint, 1979 motobecane.